Alright, hey, HadesOmega here, and it's 2024, and I'm a UPSer again. Haha! Alright, guys, so I'm doing the SSD slash PVD thing, alright? Seasonal support driver or personal vehicle delivery driver type of thing, okay? So this year, every year it's different, guys. So this is going to be my beginning of the peak season vlog, and then it'll have an ending one, okay? I'm not going to make a whole bunch of videos like I did before, okay? If you want to learn more about the job and all that stuff, check out my other vlogs, okay? I have a whole playlist dedicated to the SSD peak season job, okay, guys? Okay, so I actually wanted to apply like 2 weeks ago, guys, and it didn't happen. Alright, the end of the the end of the Supermoto race season ended. Alright, the last motorcycle race of the year. Okay, because if you guys don't know, I'm a motorcycle racer, guys. Okay, I'm an amateur motorcycle racer, and yeah, that was my last race of the year. And so after that, I was planning to apply for the SSD position right away. All right, and that didn't happen. All right, I think that happened. It was 2 weeks. Yeah, I started looking for a job opening 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. All right, the Black Friday, Thanksgiving. Okay, and it didn't happen. All right, so I go on upsjobs.com, and nothing. There's nothing there's no SSD jobs in the area I live in. Okay, guys, I live in the Bay Area, in the South Bay in San Jose. And there's kind of like 3 centers that I can probably work at. All right, obviously I want to work in the San Jose center. All right, that's where I live. But they also have the Sunnyvale one. I've worked at the Sunnyvale center before, and then there's the Fremont. All right, and then Fremont is actually the center that services where I live. Okay, so I can actually deliver my own packages if I worked in Fremont. All right, but I've been working in San Jose for man, it's been like 5 peak seasons. All right, so I think I've done the UPS peak season helper dealie for like five seasons already. All right, or 5 years. So the first time I did it was I was a driver. All right, they hired me off the street, and that was before the PVDs and the SSDs and all that stuff. All right, that was like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, so and I got to drive the big brown trucks. And yeah, and deliver packages. Doing the same thing I'm doing as a SSD, but like, you know, in a big package car. Okay, guys, it is pretty dope delivering in the package cars because you can actually sort the packages nicely. All right, it's nice having a lot of space to sort packages. All right, guys, and you can only do so much in a personal vehicle. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. All right. Anyway, yeah, and then the first time I did it was during the pandemic, I think, and then I did it the year after that, and then the year after. So yeah, I think this is my 4th time doing the PVD SSD thing. All right, guys, fourth or it's the 3rd or the 4th time. I can't quite remember. All right, guys. Every time is different. All right, every year it's different. I get put in a different place. I help different drivers. All right. And this year is no exception, right? So yeah, no job openings. All right, 2 weeks prior to Black Friday. All right, and then the week before Black Friday, no job openings also. Okay. Oh yeah, they did have a job openings in Fremont and Sunnyvale, and I was like, oh, but there's none in San Jose. I'm like, what the heck? Did you just not need SSDs in that area, type of thing? And so what happened was I let it. I was thinking of just applying to like Fremont or Sunnyvale. All right, I've worked at Sunnyvale before, and Fremont, like I said, they service my area, so I can deliver packages around here if I wanted to. Okay, but I don't even know where the Fremont Center is. Okay, guys, that's another thing. So I have been to the Sunnyvale one before, but anyway. So, those job openings, they closed. Alright, guys, that's what happened. They closed, and there was just nothing. No more SSD jobs in my area for another week. Alright, and then so, I think on Black Friday, yeah, on Black Friday, a job opening opened up in San Jose. All right, that's what happened, and I was like, oh crap, I kind of wanna apply. All right, it was on, I think it was on Thanksgiving or it was Black Friday. It was one of the two, and so I applied right away. Okay, that's what I did. I applied right away. It's the same. It's the same process as it was last year. You know, you go to upsjobs.com and then you click you want to apply for this position. All right, it was a SSD seasonal support driver, and yeah, you just fill out the application. The nice thing about the computer is like a lot of the stuff is already filled out for. Yeah, like I think you fill out one form and then like it fills everything else out. All right, it fills out all the tax stuff. There's a lot of annoying stuff. All right, but it's the application process is a lot faster and streamlined than it was before. Okay, they just want to get the SSDs in and doing the thing, and then kick them out at the end of the year. Okay, that type of thing. All right. Yeah. So I applied for the job. The most annoying thing is you have to get somebody to review your tax form or something, and I had my sister do it. Okay? Yeah, I had one of my sisters do it, and basically you have to you just send your info over the phone, and then like they're supposed to look at. They click a link on it, and then yeah, and then it says they checked it. So all was good. Okay. So on Monday, so like I applied on Friday, right? I applied on Friday. I think I probably, yeah. There's a couple times. Oh yeah, there's parts in the application process where you're gonna need to like take pictures of stuff, like your take pictures of your vehicle, take pictures of your insurance and all that stuff, and yeah. So there's that, and when you send it to them, somebody has to review it, all right? And I don't know, for whatever reason, all the vehicle stuff was fine, but then when I did, I think I sent something. I think I sent my ID and my social security card pictures, and then that took a long time. I had to wait till the next day, and it says like, oh, we reviewed it, and it's been accepted, all right? That type of thing, okay? Oh, so eventually, yeah, my application got accepted, right? Type of thing. You do like a conditional, like a job hire thing, all right? I think you have to watch some videos. Yeah, you have to watch some training videos, all right? And then when you get started working again, you got to watch the training videos again. So it's like you have to watch the training videos like twice, all right, guys? And then so on Monday, I think I got a text on Sunday saying to go to like a orientation on Monday. All right, it was Monday at 8 o'clock, and I totally messed up, guys. I woke up. No. Yeah. I woke up at 8 o'clock. I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I got there at 8:30, and I wasn't expecting so much traffic at that time, man. Traffic is awful at the time. But yeah, it was at the UPS Center, all right, on 7th Street in San Jose. I've been there like a gazillion times, all right, and like I mentioned, it's different every year, guys. So what happens is, I think they closed the package, the customer service center there, so they were having an orientation. Basically, it's like you fill out the paperwork for the union and some tax stuff. And I think that's it. Some stuff like that. All right. And last year, I think they took us into a room, and then they had us fill out all the paperwork by hand. All right. And then they already had us. And I think that was it. And then they have to activate your UPS account. All right. And then a previous year, we went into a room, and there was. Everything we did was on a computer there, and then and yeah, this year was different, right, guys? So we were supposed to be at the parking lot at the customer service center, the old customer service center, and they had a table set up there, and then that's where you fill out the forms. You fill out all the forms, and they just like, hey, are you signing up for a helper or are you a driver? I'm like, I'm a driver. Okay. So he gives me the paperwork for a driver. You fill out all the union stuff, all right, and then you have to fill out something about you're gonna take a break after like 6 hours, all right. You get a lunch break after 6 hours, that kind of stuff, like OSHA stuff, okay, and yeah, so and then that was it. After you're done filling out that stuff, they're like, yep, there's nothing else for you to do. I think, yeah, I didn't even have to bring anything with me. All I had to do is fill everything out, and they're like, yeah, we got your phone number. If your phone number was right in the application, then we'll send you a text message. All right, guys. And then yeah, so that day, I got a text message. Yeah, I got a text message from UPS, and it asks you. Yeah, it tells you who your supervisor is, I guess. The text tells you who your supervisor is, their contact info, all right, and what type of vehicle. It asks you what type of vehicle you're driving, all right. And I put small SUV, all right. I use a 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime. I think that's considered a small SUV, okay. A large SUV is like a 3-row SUV, right? They're much, or like a Tahoe or something, or a Highlander. That type of thing, okay. Bigger than the RAV4, okay. I would say the RAV4 is kind of more like it's like a mid-size SUV, okay. And then it asks you, do you accept? Is it okay to send text to you? All right, you put yes or no, and obviously you got to put yes, all right, because that's the only way they really contact you is with the text message system, all right, guys. And I already had the contact info for that. I have on my phone, it says UPS text. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. So they're using the same number from last year to text you, okay? Yeah, and then it says welcome. You're a part of the UPS peak team, and then crickets, guys. I didn't hear anything. All right, after that. Tuesday rolls by and I get nothing. Nobody contacts me. Tuesday, I send a text message to the contact person. All right, the manager, and I guess they had to put me on hold because he was like busy or something. And then I was on hold for like 30 minutes, and then somebody just hung up. I was like, oh well, I don't know, man. I guess we're not working today. Yeah, so because I want to start working right away. And because it's already past Black Friday, guys. So, yeah. Last year, I think I started working. Like 2 weeks before Black Friday. They hired the SSDs early that year. Okay, I think they even hired earlier. Somebody was telling me they started hiring in like November or the end of October or something already. So, but like I said, I was racing motorcycles, so you know that type of thing. Yeah, and then so I got nothing. I also sent a text message to the text system and says like, hey, I sent 2 text messages. All right, I said, hey, I was recently hired as an SSD. When is my first day? Type of thing. And then later that day, I sent almost the same exact text message saying like, hey, I'm a new hire. When do I start? And then I think on Tuesday, one of the supervisors or managers, they call me, and I didn't answer, and they left a message saying, "Hey, we know you just got hired, and can you come by on Wednesday for your training? All right, for training and your first day. All right." And then they sent me a text message also. All right, and I said, "Oh yeah, you got to be at the building at like 10 o'clock." All right, so that's good. It's a lot later than last time. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I go. So I reply, yes, I'll be there. All right, and because I didn't see the text message for a couple hours, and then so I go there the next day, and then they get me started up. I wound up hanging out at the guard shack for a while, and then you got to be escorted through the building with a supervisor. And so they make you watch the training videos again, all right? The training videos take about half an hour, and you also clock in, all right? So they had me clock in on an MDA, all right, the little phone or the dyad, whatever you, whatever they call it nowadays, the mobile delivery device. All right, and so you're already getting paid. All right, you're getting paid, and then they just tell you. I think they send an email to you, or they send a text message to you saying, "Hey, you need to." They set me up with a route already. All right, so they set me up with a route. It's not very far from where I live. That's a good thing. Yeah, and they said, and then it's the same thing as last year. Like, okay, so you're doing this route. You got to meet the driver at this time, and then like can you work? And then you got to put yes or no. All right, and then obviously, yeah, you put yes, you're gonna go work. All right, you put no, then they're gonna find some other driver. All right, but anyway, yeah, they sent that message to me, and I put yes. And then it says you have to watch the training videos. So I watched the training videos, and so you're already on the clock. So if anybody's asking if you get paid to do the training, yes, you do. All right, and the training is watching those videos. All right, I think I watched 4 videos. All right, and it's just like last year. Okay, guys, it's a very condensed version of the training that the drivers do. Okay. Or like the very first time I did the SSD job, you had to actually watch PowerPoint slides, watch movies on the computer, and it took a long time. It took like a good couple hours to do it, okay? And they've condensed it all into 30 minutes worth of videos, okay, guys? You click on one and you watch it, all right? It tells you how to deliver the packages, how to use the MDA and all that stuff, all right? And yeah, and so after about half an hour, that was it. Last year they had me come in to the package center, and they inspect your vehicle. All right, they didn't even do that. All right, so they're just like, okay, let's go send you out to go deliver some packages. Are you good? All right. So I'll tell you this. All right, if I was a total noob, all right, if I had never done this job before, I would not feel comfortable delivering packages, okay? So after watching just those videos, all right? At least, you know, if you watch the PowerPoint slides and all that stuff, you know, you're learning. I feel like you're learning a lot more, all right, type of thing. And you get paid for it. You get paid like half a day worth of pay or something before. Now it's just like 30 minutes, okay? I feel that amount of training is not sufficient for SSDs, okay, guys? For brand new SSDs, okay? Now, since HadesOmega was a driver before, all right, and I was a SSD/PVD before, then yeah, I know what I'm doing, all right? I don't really need new training, all right? I need like a refresher. That's about it, okay, guys? Yeah, and you have to remember your employee number. Make sure you guys save. If you're planning to do this every season, all right? Make sure you save your employee number, all right? Don't throw it away. Don't forget it, all right? Just write it down on a note on your phone or something, or email it to yourself, all right? That's my suggestion. That's what I did, all right? The first time, yeah. So, and that number was the exact same number when I worked as a driver a long time ago, okay? And I still have that number till this day, okay? So that's forever your UPS employee ID number, okay, guys? So make sure you keep that number, okay, guys? And you can go on to upsers.com and you can check your paychecks and all that stuff, and your time card and all that stuff. So it's kind of important, but it doesn't matter. Once you get laid off, you lose access to all that anyway. So yeah, okay. All right, and then so yeah, they had me help out a driver. All right, it was like at 11:45. Driver comes by. I'm meeting him at a library. Okay, guys, and they give me like 24 stops or something. All right, something you could do really easy. All right, so that's what I was expecting. I think last year they had us scan a bunch of packages and then we just delivered them. All right, and we didn't do that this year. I went straight out to help a driver. Okay. They sent me out with like 20-something stops, and I knocked them out. It took. I tried to milk it as much as I could, man. But it took like 2 hours. All right, guys. And I asked if they needed more help, and they said nope, go home. All right. So another thing is I didn't get the driver's contact info. they don't text you the driver's contact info anymore, right? If when you meet a driver, you gotta I guess it's your responsibility to get the driver's contact information. All right, if you can't contact them, it's very important that you are able to contact your driver, because you're gonna be sticking to that driver like glue. Okay, guys, you're literally attached to the driver. Okay, yeah, it's like so yeah. They give you the packages, all right. They should already be in your dyad, all right, your MDA, and then you load up the car. I loaded up the car, and then I was able. I was able to put everything in one go. All right, well, so that tells you how 20 stops. That's like nothing. All right, guys. But I'm not gonna lie, the vehicle was full of packages. Okay, guys. It was full, loaded to the brim with packages. And when it's like that, it's very hard to find packages, okay, guys? Unless you actually go into Dyad and then you put the packages in like the order that you're gonna grab them, all right? But I don't do that, okay, guys? I put it by the PAL number, all right, or the HIN numbers. All right, like the 5,000s, the 6,000s. All right, this is 5,000. So yeah. They give me the 5,000s and the 7,000s. All right, guys. So those are the shelves that I'm responsible for delivering out of that truck. Okay, so yeah, and it's already on the thing. So I knocked it out. I finished it. Also got the training time and the time it took to drive from the warehouse to there. So I got paid for all of that. And yeah, it was a route not very far from where I live. It's only a few miles from where I live. So that's kind of a good thing. I'm not going to lie. They usually put me in Almaden Valley, all right? Almaden Valley is it's not close to where I live, all right? I live in East Side San Jose, and Almaden Valley is in South Side San Jose, okay? Like very south of San Jose, all right? That's the route that I did last year. And very nice houses, and they get a lot of packages. The places I'm delivering packages to now is like, it's not as nice. It's really condensed. All right. There's less parking on the street. I feel bad for the package driver that that has to deliver the packages there, man, because there's not a lot of room to stop a vehicle there. You literally have to block the whole road to do it. Okay. So it's a route that's kind of close to downtown San Jose, but I've done it. By the way, I've done that route before. Okay, I have done that route. I helped the driver out, and I did that area. Okay, so it's like, dude, I've delivered packages like freaking everywhere. Okay, guys, I know my way around San Jose at least. Okay, plus I'm a DoorDash and Uber driver, so yeah, I've been around a lot. Okay, guys. So I finished that. I text them, asked them so I had to use. There's two ways to contact the supervisor, all right? There's two ways to contact the center, and it's not like it used to be, guys. So before, so it's different than it was last year, okay, guys? They give you what's called a time card, all right? So you go meet the driver, and the driver has what's called a time card and your phone, the MDA, all right? The delivery device. It's not like last year where there's a sheet that you take every day. The driver has a sheet, and then you fill it out. You put the date and all that stuff, and then your start time and finish time. They have a whole sheet for it. Now they just have a time card. All right, it's a card. It's like this big. All right, like a whole sheet of paper is this big. Well, it's only like that big, guys. Okay. It's small. It's small, but it's all your information is printed out on. It's already pre-filled out for you. All right, it has your name, your employee number, your start time. All right, it tells you how many stops you got. How there's even a little table that tells, okay, for 2 hours you should be able to do 30 stops is like 2 hours. All right, something like that. All right, I think the manager told me last year they want you to deliver at a rate of 15 stops an hour, okay? And I think I'm just right there, okay? To tell you the truth, it doesn't really matter how many stops there are, guys. because it always takes the same amount of time. It takes roughly the same amount of time, even if you have a lot of packages or you don't have a lot of packages. Okay, what takes a lot of time is going back and forth to the truck. Okay, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it if you can't fit all the packages in your car. Right? So that's why it's in your best interest to have the biggest vehicle that you can use. Okay. Anyway, so that was it for the first day. I texted them. Yeah. So you can't call anymore. There's no phone number to call anymore. Right? I guess you can call the manager, I guess, but you're not supposed to. Okay. I think you're only allowed to text. The sheet says you can only text, and if you call that number, it doesn't. You can't. There's no voice. You can't make a voice phone call. All right. It's only text message. Okay. So you have to use the UPS text message system, the one, where they first contact you, and you can use the MDA, the phone, all right, to contact them. There's like a instant messaging function in it, all right, and I've used, like I said, I've used it before, so I send a message through both of them, okay. I think on the sheet, yeah. So the sheet of paper, they do give you a sheet of paper. They give you a packet, all right. So before I left the warehouse, they gave me a vest. All right, they give you a helper vest. All right, a seasonal helper vest type of thing, like what I'm wearing right now. All right, they give you info notices. All right, I got info notices, and it's helpful, guys, to not put this in the washer when you don't leave this in your pants when you wash your pants. All right, guys, but that's a good way to ruin info notices. But yeah, so what I like to do is I like to draw a delivery cross on the back. Okay, guys, and that tells you your date, time, initial, and reason. All right, so that's what a delivery cross is. Okay, so when you have to do a non-delivery, okay, you got to use the info notice. You know how to do the delivery cross on the box. Okay, guys, that's basically it, right? And then that basically means like you made an attempt. All right, if there's already a delivery cross on the thing, you keep on filling it out. All right, and then when you get to the fourth one, they return it. Okay, guys, that's how it is. I think they make like 3 or 4 attempts, and then they return it to the sender. Okay, guys. Yeah, they give you info notices. They give you a pen. They give you UPS pen, good old UPS pen. All right. They give you and they give you a packet. All right, guys. And so the packet is like the sheet that you normally fill out. At least for my center. I know it's different for other centers, but there's a sheet that you fill out, and it's got the date and all. It's the same one as almost the same one as last year. It has the information that you got to punch into the dyad. All right. When you punch in, all right, and then it's basically instructions on what to do throughout for the whole day. Okay, guys, you gotta log in, and then you gotta put your miles and all that stuff, and yeah, all that good stuff. All right, and then it tells you when you deliver the packages what to do after. Okay, so and then yeah, so that brings me to what you're supposed to do after. If you want more work, you gotta text them. All right, you got to text them through the MDA system or the UPS text system with your phone, and then they'll help find work for you, maybe. Okay, or they won't answer. Okay, that's what happens a lot is I'll text them and I get no answer, and I'm just there, twiddling my thumbs, twiddling my thumbs. All right, guys. Yeah, and then and then maybe I'll send another one later, and then if I don't get anything, I just I guess that's it. There's no more work for today, and I just give up. All right. Yeah, it's sometimes it's kind of a pain to try to get a hold of the center, man. So let's say it now and before. All right, it's no different than it was before, man. From what I heard, they have like 50 SSDs, guys. So that sounds like plenty, all right? But then not all of them can work at one time, all right? Not all of them could work the whole week, all right, type of thing. They're not as flexible as I am, all right? I need to make money, all right? Okay, so I work every day, all right? It's not very often that a good paying job like this, that's easy to do, comes along, okay? So we'll say. And speaking of pay, I'm getting paid like $38 or $39 an hour, somewhere around there, all right? And then I think when I filled out the paperwork during the orientation, I think it was $57 an hour for overtime. Okay, so if you can get that overtime, you get paid a lot, like 50 something, almost $60 an hour, guys. It's ridiculous. All right, but good luck getting that many hours, man. Yeah, but anyway, so the first day I sent the text message. I sent it through both systems, and then I waited like 10-15 minutes. Then they answered, and they're like, "No, we don't have any more work for you. Just return it to the return the phone and the time card to the driver." All right, so now it's different than it's been before. All right, we don't even go back to the package center anymore. All right, guys. So here's how it's supposed to work, guys. All right. You're supposed to meet your driver. Okay, yeah. Let's say this is what happens the next day. All right, guys. So I work the next day, and around 8 o'clock, they send me a text message saying, "Hey," it's the same thing they sent me the day before, right? You just, this is your route, this is the start time, this is how many I think it tells you how many packages. I'm not sure, but yeah, it tells you the route, the start time, and the location you're supposed to meet the driver, that type of thing. And it asks you, can you work? Yes or no. All right, and you type in yes, you can work, or no. If you don't want to work, then you put no. All right, guys. Or if you don't answer at all, yeah, they're just gonna have some other SSD do it. Okay, guys. So yeah, if you want to work, put yes. All right. So you put yes, and then it has like some kind of tip of the day. All right. Make sure your tire's got air pressure, the right air pressure in it, that type of thing. All right. Don't fall. Okay. Believe it or not, man, I've had some kind of nasty falls delivering packages before. It just happens, guys. Just be careful. Yeah, and then so you're supposed to meet the driver there at that time. You're gonna go to that pickup location, meet the driver, and then he's gonna download. You're gonna download the packages from the package car into your vehicle. All right. And then you're going to sort your packages, all right? And then you're going to deliver the packages, all right, guys? And once you're done delivering the packages, you can... Oh, well, yeah, once you're done with your route, all right? There's nothing... Your board is clear, right? It's clean, all right? You can text the center for more work, all right? And then if they say, yes, go help out this person, then yeah, you can go ahead and work. All right, if they say no, then it's time to punch out. All right, so and then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go find your driver. All right, because remember you got to get your driver's contact info, because you're gonna meet the driver a couple times throughout the day, guys. You can't fit all the packages in your car. Okay, guys, we're not driving big old package delivery cars. All right. And I shit you not, man. There's some big stuff to deliver, right? And they expect you to deliver it, okay, guys? And it's okay. Or here's a tip, guys. It's in your best interest to deliver the small stuff first, and then the big stuff last. All right. So just make a note, okay? But yeah. You're gonna meet that driver throughout the day, all right? Because you're gonna have to leave packages with them that you can't take with you, all right? Sometimes your route is so big that you have to split it up. Okay, like you do it how you do it the most efficient way you can do it. All right, that's what I say. Okay, and then so yeah, let's say that they say no, that's it for today. Go ahead and punch out. So you're gonna punch out, and then you're gonna contact your driver. All right, and tell him, hey, I'm done. I need to go. I'm gonna punch out, and I'm gonna return the phone to you. All right, and so they're gonna give you an address. Meet me here, or I'm delivering packages here right now. Come now. All right, and then you go meet them there at that location, and then you give the phone and the time card. You fill it out. All right, you punch out on the thing. You put your miles in. All right, you figure out how many miles that you drove. I don't put. Yeah, okay. So the time card has the start time, the finish time. Your start for the lunch and the end for a lunch. All right. So far I've never taken a lunch. All right, guys. Remember, after 6 hours you gotta take a lunch. Okay, guys. But I never had 6 hours of work yet. All right. And all right, here. In my opinion, if I can get 5 hours of work a day, I'll be happy. Okay. It would be nice to get more, but if I have to go take a lunch, then you know that's an extra 30 minutes. I gotta spend money on lunch if I go out to eat somewhere, and that's gonna be later in the day, okay? And you're more than likely, if you take a lunch, you're gonna be delivering packages at night, all right? And I don't like me delivering packages at night, guys. It's no fun, all right? But it happens, okay? Yeah. Okay, so and it has like some training hours and how many hours total you train and how much the work hours and the training hours. All right, the training thing, I think you're only gonna do it on the first day. So what the hell? I don't know. I don't know why they keep on including that line on there, but yeah, it's basically, you know, the start time, finish time, and then your lunches. Okay, the times for your lunch, so they can deduct that from. I think all those other lines are there so they can fill it out at the warehouse. Basically, you just need to know your start time and your stop time, okay? And then yeah, if you took a lunch, all right, and then your miles. You got to put your miles in, but everything is in the dyad anyways, okay, guys? So everything they're probably gonna check if what you wrote down matches what you put in the computer, okay, guys? So don't lie, okay? That's what I want to say. When you punch out, just put the time that you punched out. Okay, like it was at 2:30. Put 2:30. Oh, actually, everything is in 24-hour time format, guys. So I use the 24-hour format. So if you're done at 2:30, that's 14:30, guys. Okay. And then yeah, it's a good idea to take a picture of the time card before you hand it to them. All right. Because just in case, and so yeah, so you should check your time card on the UPSers.com website. And make sure they're putting your right hours in, okay? If not, then you better tell them, hey man, you shortchanged me some hours or that kind of stuff, okay? Yeah, okay. And today was my 4th day of work. I've done it for 4 days, and I got the day after the first day, I got like 50 something stops. That was pretty good. All right, I got like 4.5 hours. I almost got 5 hours. And then the next day was even less. It was like, I think it was like 37 stops, and then today was like, I think it was like 30 something stops too. It just must be really light right now, guys. Okay, what can I say? All right. I hope they give me more work. All right. I hope there's more work to get, type of thing. But it's just like, yeah, there's just going to be slow times, and then there's going to be busy times. But yeah, I guess you gotta finish when they need help. That type of thing, okay, guys? There has to be drivers out there that need help, type of thing. Alright, but yeah, I think yesterday I tried to get more work, and it was a no-go, guys. They nobody was answering the text message thing, and then I get a text message when I already handed the driver the phone and the time card, and then that was it. I was like, oh yeah, I just put I punched out already, sorry. So they didn't answer for like 30 minutes or something. So yeah, man, it's not like it was before, guys. All right, and the amount of work is not very good. It's not a lot compared to last year, okay? But like I said, I'm working in a different area, and the area I'm working in, they don't get that many packages, okay? At least they haven't, not for right now, they're not getting a whole lot of packages, okay? So that's a scoop, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's my 4th day, and I got off early today. The driver wanted to get off early today, but it's my birthday. It's my birthday today. And I said, you know what? I want to go for a motorcycle ride. I'll just get off now. So that's what I did. All right. I've had a pretty easy day. I only did like 3 hours, man. I knocked out. I tried to make the deliveries as long as possible, and it's a Saturday also right now. Okay, so Saturday is kind of a weird day to do deliveries, guys. Okay, sometimes you might get a lot, and sometimes you don't, or sometimes they might send you somewhere else. All right, that's what they did last year on Saturdays. They had me do some other route. Okay, so yeah, so that's a scoop, guys. Okay, so that is my the beginning of my SSD UPS SSD peak season vlog. Okay, guys, that's the first. That's the beginning vlogs. All right, and then there'll be ending vlogs. Okay, so as of now, there's going to be 2.5 weeks till Christmas, okay, guys? And this is what happened to me last year on Christmas. Nothing, all right? After Christmas, no more work, all right? They don't contact you. They don't tell you, hey, there's no more work, or thanks for the work you've done, but we don't need your help anymore. Nothing. You get nothing, okay, guys? That's what happened to us last year, right? We got kicked to the curb, okay? And I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't surprised, all right? They pretty much do that every year, okay, guys? Yeah. Before, like, you used to call in for work, and yeah, but now you have to use. You can only text now. Yeah, man. It just see every year is different, okay? What can I say? Last year was pretty good for me. This year is not turning out to be very good, okay? They didn't start hiring PVDs in my center until like after Black Friday, okay? Whether they hired them 2 weeks before Black Friday, before 2 weeks before Black Friday, I'm not sure, okay? I heard that they've been hiring them since the start of November or like October or something, but I don't believe them. Okay. I did see some driver positions open up though, so they're still hiring drivers off the street to drive the big brown trucks. Okay, guys, but I would rather do the SSD job. All right, the SSD job, it pays more and you get to use your own vehicle. All right, and my route's not very far from where I live. Like literally, I can get there in like 5 minutes. All right, and I don't use any gas at all to deliver these packages, guys. Maybe if I get extra route at the end of the day to help out, then yeah, maybe I'm gonna go through more miles. But I don't think I've put more than like 10 miles in a day, guys. It's ridiculous. My RAV4 can go 40 miles on electricity only, so I'm easily covering that. Okay, I don't have to use any gasoline in the hybrid motor. Okay, so yeah, so this year it's different than last year. Okay, guys, I'm delivering in a different area, and that's probably why I'm not getting so many hours. All right, I'm not in a more affluent neighborhood, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, but the neighborhood I'm working in it's like I said, it's not as a rich neighborhood type of thing, but the houses are really close. The houses are small and they're really close to each other. Okay, but there's a lot of apartments too. I don't like doing apartments, man. Yeah, but the houses are really close to each other, so when you stop in one place, you can literally you can do like 5 deliveries from one stop. it's ridiculous. Okay, and then you just drive down like a couple more houses down, and then you just do another like 3 or 4 deliveries in that spot. It's not like in the rich neighborhoods where they got the big houses, and then you have to drive. You can't just do that. You can't just do multiple deliveries from one stop because the houses are so big. You're gonna be walking like back and forth a shit ton. Okay, guys. So yeah, it's kind of nice that I'm not putting a lot of wear and tear or miles on my vehicle, and I'm just I'm knocking out these deliveries. So it's definitely different than last year. Okay. I tell you this, I made a shit ton of money last year. All right, but we started at $38 an hour, and last year I started at $28 an hour, and then they bumped it up to 38 before Black Friday or something. Okay, yeah, it seems kind of ass backwards to hire the drivers after Black Friday, because that's when the most busiest time is. It's after Black Friday, and actually, to tell you the truth, the first week, the week after Black Friday, actually wasn't that busy. Okay. Yeah, it's been slow, so I don't know, man. I hate to say it, man. I see more Amazon and FedEx drivers out there than I see UPS drivers. What can I say, okay? It's a sign of the times. There's just a lot more competition for UPS, okay, type of thing. Okay, with Amazon out there. All right, and that doesn't mean we're not delivering Amazon packages. Okay, anyway, if you've reached this far out into the vlog, I thank you for sticking along with me. Okay, so that's my beginning PVD or SSD vlog. All right, guys. At the end of the year, I will have another vlog, just basically telling you, hey, this is what happened. All right, the rest of the year. Okay, and whether I want to do it again next year. Okay. But yeah, the application process was very similar to last year. It just seems every year they keep on dumbing it down. They keep on dumbing it down. All right, now we can't even call the center. It's like a lot of stuff happens at UPS in 1 year, guys. All right, like some people that worked there weren't there before. The drivers are different, or they move the routes around. You know, that type of thing. All right, all sorts of things happen. There was 1 year. Yeah, there was 1 year. I didn't even do many deliveries for San Jose. I wound up going to other centers to do deliveries because they just didn't have enough routes. All right, and I guess they got the routes back or something. I'm not sure. All right. It's different every year. All right? My experience is different every year. All right, and it's definitely going to be different for you. You know, if you're delivering for somewhere else, like in Nevada or something, might be different than delivering in like California where I am. Okay, or if you live in the countryside, that type of thing. I'll tell you this. Where I live, I think the SSDs are paid the most. All right, because where I live is the cost of living is very high. Okay, so that's why we get paid so well. Okay, and since we get paid so well, they probably, you know, they're trying to ration our hours type of thing. All right, that's what I feel like right now. Okay, but yeah, if they need help, they better, you know, they better mobilize us. So what can I say? All right, thanks for watching. HadesOmega out. I hope this was an educational and entertaining video. Look forward to my end of peak season vlog at the end of 2024. All right, thanks for watching. HadesOmega's out. We'll see what happens after Christmas. All right, there's only one time. Yeah, there's only one time that we worked after Christmas. Was the very first time I did it. All right, it was during COVID. All right, I got to do deliveries up until like New Year's, pretty much. All right, but every time after that, they've laid us off like right after Christmas. What better Christmas gift to give to seasonal workers than to just kick them out right after Christmas? All right, that type of thing. All right, it's happened every year. All right, guys. Besides the first year. All right, so that's a scoop. All right, thanks for watching. HadesOmega out.